Hi guys, in this video, you will see how the cast of the Designing Women TV series from 1986 to 1993 changed. You will know their real names and age. And today, let's see what all of the Designing Women stars look like now versus when they were on the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Let's get started. Number 1. Delta Burke as Suzanne Serga Baker. Suzanne Serga Baker is self-centered and vain, and generally more or less fair and traditional in contrast to her sister's views. Thrice divorced, Suzanne usually dates wealthy elderly men who are terminally ill. During the series, she deals with weight gain and confronts issues of body image for women. In 1991, Suzanne sells all of her shares and moves to Japan to live with her mother. Suzanne Sugar Baker was played by Delta Burke when she was 30 years old, and now she is 66 years old. Number 2. Dixie Carter as Julia Sugar Baker. Elegant and classy, but outspoken and opinionated, Julia Sugar Baker is known for her no-nonsense speeches from a feminist and liberal perspective. She is very protective of her sister Suzanne, even though she is usually the first one to criticize her egocentric statements. Julia is notable as a very talented singer, usually performing in her church choir, and later on, she also pretends to be a cabaret singer under the pseudonym Giselle. Julia Sugar Baker was played by Dixie Carter when she was 47 years old. Sadly, Carter died on April 10, 2010 in Houston, Texas. Carter's husband said her death was caused by complications from endometrial cancer diagnosed earlier in 2010. Dixie Carter was interred in McLemoresville, Tennessee. Number 3. Annie Potts as Mary Jo Shively. Mary Jo Shively is a devoted mother, a meticulous worker, and a loyal friend, and probably the character whose personality changes the most during the course of the series. During the first season, the newly divorced Mary Jo is extremely shy and easily intimidated. However, as her dealings with her children, men, and the business world start to bring her out of her shell, Julia Sugar Baker seems to be her biggest influence. After her own divorce, Mary Jo slowly learns to assert herself and develop a very strong personality. Every bit as passionate about her convictions as Julia, Mary Jo has greater difficulty discerning and expressing her beliefs. She reluctantly but eloquently champions the issues of safe sex and birth control at her daughter's school. Mary Jo Shively was played by Annie Potts when she was 34 years old, and now she is 70 years old. Number 4. Meshach Taylor as Anthony Bouvier. Anthony Bouvier is always finding himself right in the middle of his co-workers' female problems and conversations, which probably partially contributes to his incessant nervous laughter. He is an ex-convict and a law student who works as Sugar Baker's delivery man until 1990 and then becomes a full partner. Anthony is very close to his coworkers, but develops a special relationship with Suzanne throughout the series. Anthony Bouvier was played by Meshach Taylor when he was 39 years old. Sadly, Taylor died of colorectal cancer on June 28, 2014 at his home in Altadena, California, at the age of 67. Number 5. Jean Smart as Charlene Fraser Stillfield. Charlene Fraser Stillfield's naive and trusting personality is equally obnoxious and endearing, and she has the biggest heart of anyone her coworkers have ever known. Though it has been known to get the ladies in trouble on occasion, Charlene's naive trust in people allows her to see the world from such a romantic perspective. She was even naive enough not to realize that all her friends growing up with were engaging in sex despite a pact to save themselves until marriage. Charlene Fraser Stillfield was played by Jean Smart when she was 35 years old, and now she is 71 years old. Number 6. Alice Ghostley as Bernice Clifton. Bernice Clifton is the adult best friend of Suzanne and Julia's mother, Perky Sugarbaker. Her odd behavior drives Suzanne absolutely crazy, and she often refers to Bernice as the little fruitcake. Bernice is very active, participating in senior citizen beauty contests and dance contests, but she has been known to loudly question the concept that growing old gives you a talent for arts and crafts. Bernice Clifton was played by Alice Ghostley when she was 63 years old. Sadly, Ghostley died at her home in Studio City, California on September 21, 2007 after a long battle with colon cancer and a series of strokes at the age of 84. Number 7. Jan Hooks as Carlene Fraser Dauber. Though she is so much like her sister, naive and trusting does not begin to describe Carlene. She looks with wonder on Sugarbakers as well as everything else in Atlanta, having never really been outside her hometown of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Unfortunately, this also means that she does not have the grace and style that Charlene has acquired over the years. Carlene is basically still a backwoods hick. The idea that her classless ex-husband oozes charm in the way that she feels he does turns the stomach of her coworkers, but her sweet innocence and genuine nature warms their hearts. Carlene Fraser Dauber was played by Jan Hooks when she was 34 years old. Sadly, on October 9th, 2014, she died from throat cancer in Woodstock, New York, at the age of 57. Number 8. Julia Duffy as Allison Sugarbaker. Despite her petite frame, Allison is definitely a strong and dominating presence. Her obnoxious personality doesn't win her any supporters at Sugarbaker's though. She immediately starts to alienate her coworkers by implementing new policies and demanding they are adhered to, despite her being the newest partner in the firm. Allison Sugarbaker was played by Julia Duffy when she was 40 years old, and now she is 71 years old. Number 9. Judith Ivey as BJ Petite. BJ finds nothing more entertaining than people. She loves to push their buttons and especially revels in the bizarre personality quirks of her coworkers. Though very opinionated, she never allows her difference of opinion to affect the way she feels about a person or how she treats them. She does, however, enjoy watching a person get all flustered sometimes, purposely pushing the necessary buttons to get the show started, and then tempering the situation with her own brand of wit and sarcasm. Julia, especially, is BJ's favorite target. She knows that Julia is very left liberal, and BJ loves to bring up subjects that she knows will ruffle Julia's feathers. BJ Petite was played by Judith Ivey when she was 41 years old, and now she is 71 years old. We really love all the cast of Designing Women TV series. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you on the next video.